Okay, welcome to our seminar Bildungsurlaub, a piece of cake. And good to see you all here. Good to see you without mask. And if you don't know me or don't recognize me without the Zoom around my face, I'm Thomas from Bildungsurlaub Approval. And congratulations to all of us. It's been a hard time, so we're still here. We survived and stronger than ever. And I'm very glad, I'm very honored to give you this seminar about the Bildungsurlaub. So, what is Bildungsurlaub? I know it's a little bit difficult to pronounce anyway. It means, if you translate it, educational leave. And that's what exactly it is. Educational leave is for German employees, and they're entitled to 5 days every year. It's not a one-time thing, they can do that every single year. They don't get any funding for it, but they get the time off, so they can take 5 days off every single year, and they still got the wages paid for it. We got 16 states in Germany, and 14 states do offer Bildungsurlaub. The colored ones are the ones which are offering it, and the grey ones are Bavaria, Saxony. They don't have it yet. Bildungsurlaub was introduced in 1971. First state was Hamburg, but every state signed the agreement that they would do the Bildungsurlaub. As education is done by the states, we have little I don't want to say confusing, but it's little requirements changing from state to state. I try to make it easier and say, like, you need 30 lessons in these states and you need more than 30 lessons in the other states. Probably easier to see it there. We have, like, in the first circle are the states where 30 lessons are enough, and the other ones are 30 hours, or Saarland and Schleswig-Holstein, 330 minutes. Schleswig-Holstein is saying they want 7 hours per day, but they do accept 1.5 hours as breaks, so 5.5 hours is enough for Schleswig-Holstein. So I'm just going through a few states which are different from the others. That is Baden-Württemberg. You only need to get recognized once, but there is a fee of 150 euros, and you need to have a certificate of a quality association. Currently, it's only British Council, Equals, and I did it for Education France, Quality Flea, and that was the newest one, and a couple of others which are not important for language schools, and ISO. The ISO is accepted as well. Then we have Bremen. It's a lot easier, not many exceptions, only that they only accept European languages. So all languages from Europe are okay, and you need a certificate of qualification as well there. Hamburg, it's valid for 3 years. You pay 88 euros at the moment for the recognition. Sorry, if I'm too fast, I only got like 30 minutes. if I'm too fast, please do say something. Otherwise, I'm not making through the 14 states. Hessen gives you most of difficulties from what I hear from the schools. It is a little bit confusing. Hessen does not do their own recognition, only for schools which are based in Germany, but Hessen accepts all recognitions from other states, provided, and that's the big but, provided you meet the requirements of Hessen. And these are 30 full hours, and they don't just accept language courses. You need a combination of cultural or political education. So they expect at least 20% of the 30 hours to be political or cultural education. And that is the main thing. You just need to adapt your timetable for it. Then Mecklenburg-Vorpommern made it a little bit difficult. It was quite easy until last year, the year before. Now they say, because it's like a professional education, they want the exact job title for the course. So it's not permitted anymore to say just English courses. It should be English courses for secretaries or English courses for whatever. I tried to be as blank as possible, but they wanted quite precise to have the exact job title. Otherwise, it's 60 times 60 minutes there as well. North Rhine-Westphalia. Recently, we had a lot of inquiries about it, and North Rhine-Westphalia is a little bit difficult because they have one really stupid regulation. I know, Isabel, you're nodding. Malta is too far, 500 kilometers from the border. Yeah, they have this stupid regulation. The course location may not be more than 500 kilometers from the border of North Rhine-Westphalia. So we don't have much left. It's like a bit of France, Northern England, and not much further. And you need to have a ISO 9001 or similar certificate for North Rhine-Westphalia. However, there's one way around it, and I see Julia Richter from FDSV there. The German association, or the agencies in the association FDSV, they have the ISO 9001 certificate.
We have to
which is similar, and they get recognized in North Rhine-Westphalia. And we still have the 500 kilometers, but if they offer it as online course, it would be possible, because then the location of the German agent counts and not of the school. So as an online course, it would be recognized. Then up to the school, if you say it's online, or just be quiet about it. We have to cut that out, Florian. Okay, Saarland, easy, accepts all the recognitions. Sachsen-Anhalt, quite easy as well. The first recognition is only for 1 year. You pay 26 euros. Second recognition is for 2 years. You pay again 26 euros. Apart from that, it's quite easy. Not much left. Thuringia, it's apart from that the school location needs to be within the European Union. So UK schools, they withdrawn your recognitions there after the Brexit. They cancel it actually. Almost with the date of the Brexit, they sent me the letter that it's not allowed anymore. All other European Union states or countries is allowed. And that was all our states. Then we have a little bit of promoting your courses for Bildungsurlaub. As I said before, the funding is only, or not only, they get the money for the time they're not there, which mostly is more than they would pay for the course anyway. But you should keep in mind to offer a course which is competitive. I know some schools are thinking we are pimping it up with one-to-one lessons, but it makes it a little bit too expensive for the clients. Plus, officially, it's not allowed in Hessen to have one-to-one lessons recognized. I had long discussions with the ministry, but they don't see it as lessons orientated enough to have a one-to-one. Yeah, Barbara, you're looking at me. I know. But long discussions didn't find any solution. So what I would suggest for you, if you have the Bildungsurlaub, make sure in your mailings, tell your agents where you have the recognition. If you do it with us, we get you a nice profile on our page, so the agents can see or can search actually where the states are. They can download the recognitions in the agency area. So you just need to make sure your agents know and you're telling them that you have the recognition. Tell your clients, your former clients, that you have Bildungsurlaub. If they want to come back, they can get 2 weeks off, because you can, in most of the states, you can combine 2 years together, and they have 2 weeks off. So just spreading the word. On your web page, if you're thinking of your web page, make sure you have the word Bildungsurlaub or Bildungszeit or Bildungsfreistellung, which is called in different states, and you use hashtags when you're posting anything. What I found and I had a look on the train ride from Cologne up here, looked at a couple of school web pages, and just to keep in mind, as a reminder, if you ask yourself, can the potential clients find Bildungsurlaub? Do they know where you're recognized on your web page? Would they identify with your web page, with the photos? If you think of your normal Bildungsurlaub client would be 25 plus, maybe older professional. If you have photos of only teenagers or Asian clients, you need to ask yourself, does the German Bildungsurlaub client can identify with that? Do they find easily the price, the course start dates of Bildungsurlaub? And do they understand the procedure of Bildungsurlaub? Because being German does not mean they know everything about the Bildungsurlaub. So I would suggest to do a little text, little introduction about Bildungsurlaub on your page, what they're supposed to do, how it works, like they need to book before, because often they ask first for the recognition or for all the documents. But the process actually is to book the course and to hand the enrollment in to the employer. And if they don't get the Bildungsurlaub time off, they can still cancel. So I'm suggesting to use our logo on your web page. It's with the German flag, it's quite easily recognizable. It speaks to the German market. I know some are a little bit worried if it's only one market, and the German market might be small for your school, but it's you're recognized by the state or by the federal states. So it is a sign even for other clients from other countries, showing you're recognized in Germany. Even if it's not of their interest, it shows quality. If you're posting anything, make sure you're using the hashtags there. These are the 3 most important ones, with Bildungsurlaub be the most important. Put your logo on your email signature, on the brochure, everything, and do after sale. Have you been on a cruise before, or like people are stuck on the cruise for 10 days or 14 days, and there you can, they always sell, like they try to sell you another cruise, and you have the people for 2 weeks there as well. So make sure you're doing a little bit of after sell, telling them, look, you've been here for 2 weeks, they can come back the year after again. they've taken the time off for Bildungsurlaub in their company, so they have more colleagues they can send. So just to get them signing in again, or get their colleagues to know about this as well. Okay, how are we doing time-wise? Not too bad. Then we were just mentioning, when you do the social posting, we did a little bit research, the most popular platforms in Germany. I'm a big fan of the LinkedIn platform, which I think for the professional people is the most important one, apart from Xing, which is I think it's more German-based platform only. But LinkedIn is quite, it's my favorite. I'm quite surprised, as it says 59% of the users are aged 25 to 34. I got the feeling the age group is much older. At least all of my friends are. And Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, which are even a little bit Twitter. I was quite surprised that of the age, 63% of the users between 35 and 65. I thought it's a much younger platform. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, okay to ask a question now?
Sure, do.
Is Xing, is that continuing to be popular? Do you think in the future it'll drop in popularity at the expense of LinkedIn, or what's your feeling about that?
I would stick to LinkedIn because it's more globally, and if you're on the international market, I think LinkedIn is the better choice, and I believe that Xing will drop a little bit, yeah. Because it's I don't know if is it known outside of Germany at all, Xing? Not really, is it? Yeah. No, I think LinkedIn is the better solution to do your postings, especially if you for the professional people. Okay, sorry, that was quite fast. Do you have any questions about the states or Bildungsurlaub or anything else about the procedure? Yeah.
Yes. For those states which actually asking for 30 full lessons, 30 full hours, which might sometimes not match with our 30 lessons, and when you can put some self-study in that, is there a kind of percentage we have to keep in mind, or between real lessons, self-study?
I don't suggest self-study at all, because it's not accepted in a couple of states. And to avoid working with different timetables, I know there are states accepting self-study, and like Niedersachsen they do, but if you want to use the same timetable for Hessen, they wouldn't. So you need almost for every state a different timetable. What we do is we rather include the activities from the afternoon. So we have the 20% cultural and political lessons. We do movie night, we do literature club, even going to the museum. If you don't specify it as a visit to the museum, just name what you're going to teach them, it is allowed as well. But I wouldn't suggest to do the self-study or the homework supervision or whatever you call it. I would rather stick with the cultural lessons, which you're going to offer anyway.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier and
to include activities.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah.
There is like a minimum percentage of lessons that we have to offer in that case, for example.
Yes, it is the 30 lessons. That is the minimum. Is that what you mean?
No, for example, if we don't have the 30 hours program,
yes.
We need to combine with activities like you say, conversation club, things like that.
Yes.
What's the minimum of lessons, actual lessons that we have to offer?
There's no minimum of that. if you
The maximum lessons we can offer plus complement with the other activities.
plus the activities, yeah. Any other questions? No? Then I have, as the title was, a piece of cake. I baked some cake for you. Don't want to charge a flat fee if the school is saying they just want it for Berlin or for one state. So basically we're charging 33 euros for each recognition in the state, and there is a flat fee of 350 euros, but it does depend on the amount of states. And some states do have, as like Hamburg, Schleswig-Holstein, and Sachsen-Anhalt, they do charge a ministry fee as well. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So it does change the price a little. And when I mentioned Baden-Württemberg, they only have the couple of quality association they're accepting. Of course, YALC can apply to be one of the quality associations as well. So if you're enough schools interested in, you can ask YALC.
Because they're quite high fees, so that they look into that. So it would be better to be maybe several.
Absolutely, it's I think Education France, they paid almost 1,000 euros, but as an association, and the school is paying 150 euros, and but you only paid once in a lifetime, so it's valid for ever as long as you're a member in this association. So it does make sense if the association is willing to pay for it and do it. Yeah. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, let's have coffee and cake.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.